For years, I thrived in the high-pressure business world, but the workaholic life finally caught up with me. I was 35, very overweight, in chronic pain with severe mobility issues, terrible diet, no exercise. My health was a complete wreck. Then I went to a gentle yoga class and felt truly relaxed. The stress just melted away. I went from a size 18 to a size 8. I stopped getting sick. Pain disappeared. I learned to open my heart and I felt happy for the first time in years. So I said goodbye to the business world and started teaching. Yoga doesn't have to be strenuous. The easiest movements can trigger major release of chronic symptoms, no matter your age.
Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems.
Hello, I'm Deborah Devine. Welcome to Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems. And yes, that was me. I had real problems with my weight. An unhealthy lifestyle caused me to pack on the pounds, and it led to chronic health issues. Also, as we age, Zoomer metabolisms are naturally slowing down. Some of us become less active, so we just aren't burning the calories like before. After discovering the benefits of gentle yoga and losing 60 pounds, I developed a yoga practice that will help you win the battle of the bulge. Let yoga be your secret weapon to maintaining healthy eating practices. Join me in doing these yoga tips that will help you recover after overindulging in holiday feasting. These practices will help stretch and open up the digestive tract and ignite Agni, the fires of digestion, to detoxify the body. We're going to begin with sun breaths. We come to Tadasana, the mountain pose. The feet are maybe hip-width apart, maybe a little bit wider. And we're taking our heels out and our toes in. There's a bit of an inner spiral going on with the upper leg bones, maybe a bit of a micro bend in the knees. We want to balance out what's going on with the feet, find that center line of the feet, and then come back on the heels. Come back on the heels, feel yourself supported by your spine, and engage the muscles of the legs. Engage the muscles of the legs, press down into the heels, lift the toes up, spread the toes apart, and then let them come down. Now, let the pelvis get strong. Squeeze like a girdle. Engage the glutes. Feel the spine lifting, opening the heart, collarbones broadening, shoulder blades coming together and down. The heads of the arm bones coming back, so we've got lots of room for breath to come in. Lengthening the back of the neck, bringing the head back into alignment, and we'll begin to inhale the arms out and up. Fingers touch at the top of the in-breath, and we exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhaling, arms out and up. Lifting the ribs off of the pelvis, exhaling the hands back to center. Let the out-breath be complete and pause for a moment. Inhaling, arms out and up, really making space in the waist, in the middle part. And then exhaling, hands to heart. Now inhale, moving the arms out and up, active fingers, spread the fingers nice and wide. Exhale, hands to heart, come back on the heels, energize the legs, energize the pelvis. Inhaling, out and up, feel the heat beginning to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhaling, feeling the fires getting hotter. Touching at the top of the in-breath, exhaling, hands to heart. Inhaling. Exhaling, hands to heart. Sun breaths are an excellent way to raise our internal temperature. We're using our arms to create more space in the lungs, bringing more oxygen into our system. That is firing up the third chakra, the chakra that governs our digestive fires. Now, Bhastrika is the breath of fire. It's like a dog panting. So we just begin to work with the belly so that we can get the digestive fires burning a lot more brightly. At the end of the practice, you may feel like you need to wipe yourself off and you haven't even gone anywhere. So let's give this a try. And then when you run out of steam, you just stop, catch your breath, and then go back. And maybe 3 rounds, doing as many rounds as you can, doing as many of these breaths as you can, and just feeling heat building up, feeling some kind of shifts going on deep inside the belly. We're moving a lot of energy here, getting things warmer and warmer, and then we'll release. Now we're going to be taking a side bend. So we take a bolster, a rolled up blanket, rolled up towels, and we bring it right up next to the hip. Then we keep the bottom leg bent, the top leg comes long, and we stretch ourselves out over top of the bolster and we come down resting. Top arm comes up and over, grab onto the top wrist with the bottom hand. Now, if you feel like you're too far forward and you'd like a little bit more openness in the front of the throat, bring your head and your neck back. Take a couple of long, slow, smooth, and complete in and out breaths, creating space throughout the whole side of the body. We're looking at the area between the bottom of the ribs and the top of the hips. Expanding that area. We're making space deep inside the digestive system. Let the out-breath be complete. Feel the belly come to the front spine. Pause there for a moment. Enjoy that peace. And then allow the in-breath to come in and feel the ribs opening out and up like a clamshell. This is a wonderful way to also create space in the low back. We're creating space in the discs. The discs are starting to puff up like marshmallows here. Wonderful. Please remember to do the opposite side of this pose. Now, we're going to be lying down for a reclining twist with the support of a bolster. Let's come onto our backs. And we'll just let the bolster rest closer towards the lower extremities on one side. We use the arms to help us come down as the knees are bent. And then we rest down. Now, let's take one knee up toward the belly. And then the other knee comes up toward the belly. And then we roll over onto the side hip and we rest the legs on the bolster. We're resting everything below the knees on the bolster. And then we'll take the head in the opposite direction of the knees and we'll let the arms come out in a T. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and broaden through the collarbone so that we can get breath up higher into the top parts of the lungs. We just pause there for a moment and enjoy that stillness and peace. Please continue the twist on the opposite side. There are so many wonderful things that yoga can do, very simple things that will help us bring the body back into balance. We are incredible self-healing organisms. Our body is always trying to heal itself. And so when we give ourselves these wonderful, gentle poses, we can accelerate weight loss, and it's just so easy. We're going to be taking bridge pose, and we begin bridge, lying down on our back. The heels are out, and the toes are in. And the knees are sort of rocking in towards the midline. There's a bit of an inner spiral of the femurs that's creating more space for the SI joints, supporting the sacrum, supporting the whole spine. Now, we'll take the shoulder blades and we'll move the shoulder blades down the back and in behind the heart. So the heart has a wonderful little platform to rest on and the chest is nice and open. Now we're going to press the feet down into the ground and lift the pelvis, coming up very slowly, very mindfully, squeezing everything on the back line of the body, taking a couple of long, slow, smooth in-breaths, long, slow, smooth out-breaths, lengthening the back of the neck, letting the chin come down towards the jugular notch between the collarbones. And if you are having any trouble with this pose, there's always the restorative and the gentle version that we just use a blanket or a bolster or anything, towel, and put it underneath the sacrum, supporting the sacrum right underneath the waist. And then you can just rest yourself here, Lynette. And then one variation that might feel really wonderful is to take one leg out long and then see how that feels. We've got all this space that's created on the front of the hip, deep underneath the belly organs. The psoas is starting to stretch out. Bend this knee and then this leg comes long. See how that feels. Maybe there's a difference between the right and the left side. This is a wonderful way to get some balance going on here. And then maybe we bend the knee back, heels out, toes in. As you can see, there's a lot of energy that's traveling down to the base of the throat. This is where the thyroid and the parathyroid are. These glands govern our metabolism. And if we can bring some squeezing and openness here, we can reset our metabolism very easily. So if you're ready to come down, let yourself come down very gently. Daniel, just vertebra by vertebra and just come back down. I'm going to remove this support here for you, Lynette, and then you can just gently come down and rest. There's a wonderful pose that we can do after bridge called fish. And the fish pose is going to open up the thyroid, and the parathyroid. So we've squeezed and moved out all kinds of old energy, and now we're going to be opening up by coming into this wonderful back bend for the upper part of the back and the neck. We take the shoulder blades, move them down the back, in behind the heart, and bend the arms so that the forearms are resting on the ground. Legs come out long, and then press your forearms down into the floor, press your palms down into the floor, open up the front of the chest, and take a few breaths. You can find that place of comfort/discomfort and breathe into that boundary. Maybe the boundary will move, or if you're in that pain zone, come back, stop, rest, recover. All right. We're working with the fifth chakra in the bridge and the fish. We're closing the fifth chakra. We're moving out all kinds of toxins, and then we're opening up. This is the area where purification happens. The thyroid, the parathyroid. We're purifying the body. We're purifying the mind. And this is a wonderful pose to activate the weight loss activities of the metabolism. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay up to date on all the latest videos. And let me know in the comments section below what other kind of videos you'd like to see.